Wow, what a bitch. So, I don't know, I'm like a day or two late on this, but I know I've been talking about the subject a lot lately, but it's just very big in Hollywood right now. And there's this girl who I guess Aziz Ansari met at like a club or a party or something like that. And he went back, or she went back to his place or something like that, and they made out and had sex, and but it was like supposed to be consensual, and and I guess she didn't like the sex and is now accusing Aziz Ansari of raping her because of it, and she like now she like joined the Me Too movement, and what she did was wrong because first of all, Aziz Ansari did not rape her or sexually assault her or anyway. He read the wrong. He like read her body language wrong, and I guess she should have been more prominent in how she was. Um, what's it called? And how she was not presenting herself, but you know, and she's like, oh, he misread my body language, this and that, and it's like, it's not true. And so she joined like the Me Too movement. It's like, oh, Aziz Ansari raped me and shit like that, and yeah, there's like text messages of it, and he apologized like profusely. He's like, oh, like he's like, I'm sorry, I thought it was consensual and stuff like that, and this was like months ago though, but she just brought it to the media's attention like a couple days ago, and no, because the Me Too movement in Hollywood, it's a very big issue. Um, a lot of women were mistreated in the business for about 20 years by people like Harvey Weinstein, Jason Trebek, um, Dustin Hoffman. Kevin Spacey's career is now fucked up. He's no longer. They kicked him out of All the Money in the World and replaced him with Christopher Plummer, who I think did a better job than Kevin Spacey would ever do. The makeup on Kevin Spacey in that movie, or in the trailers at least, I thought was pretty good. He looked, uh, although now looking back at it, it was a bit silly, and I'm glad they actually got an older actor and an actor that Ridley Scott really wanted in the first place. But like, Christopher Plummer won't bring in the audience. We need a younger actor. We need to have an actor that's willing to put on face makeup. Oh, let's put Kevin Spacey. And now Kevin Spacey's like a sex offender, and they kicked him out of the movie. So yeah, George Takei is another one. Uh, and then John Lasseter is no longer the head of Pixar. He's taken like I think like a 6 month. I'm not sure if it was 6 months or 6 years vacation from Pixar, going to like a facility to get some help, along with Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck didn't really do anything terrible. He groped a person on TV and is now in rehab for it, and like trying to change his past, I guess. Good for Ben Affleck. But yeah, there's a lot of real stories of people, of women being sexually abused in Hollywood, but this woman didn't like the fact that, like, that I guess Aziz Ansari had sex with her. And I'm not saying that Aziz Ansari. No, I'm not trying to defend Aziz Ansari. I find him an okay comedian and actor, but just go as far as saying that he raped her is pretty big because he didn't like force himself upon her. It was, like I said, he thought it was consensual. If she would have done, I felt like she would have done something if he was raping her, but I guess she kept it bottled up and was like, oh, I'm going to release this as a story now because I didn't like the way he had sex with me, so I'm going to call it rape. And it was not. I mean, like, look at people like the girls that Roman Polanski had raped back in the 70s. That's rape. Or what Kevin Spacey did to like Kevin Spacey touching a guy's groin in the 80s. That's the bad touch. But having sex with someone that you didn't really want to have sex with in the first place, well, yeah, that is. I guess that's kind of rape. But, I mean, you were kind of on a date. It was, I guess, a one-night stand. A one-night stand does not really count as rape. I'm sorry, woman, but you are tainting what is a serious problem, and it's just wrong that you did that. And it's now like, now people are gonna look at you as being the cunt that fucking that's almost ruined the whole Me Too movement, which is, like I said, it's very serious thing going on in Hollywood. Like, a lot of men have lost their jobs. Harvey Weinstein, no longer part of the Weinstein Company, he's kicked out. Kevin Spacey, now no longer in Hollywood, or no longer, like, it's gonna take him years to probably get back into Hollywood, if anything. I forgot, what's his face, the comedian Louis C.K. I guess they're gonna have to replace his voice in Secret Life of Pets 2. Is finished because of all this, but because of, like, sexual assault and all that other disgusting shit that men did in Hollywood. That's terrible. But it was a one-night stand that you called rape. And it wasn't. It was a one-night stand. From what I hear, from what a lot of people are saying, it's a one-night stand. You didn't like the sex, so you're calling it rape, which is just completely wrong of you. Just completely wrong. I mean, and if I were you, I would look up these stories first and then be like, maybe I wasn't raped. Maybe I'm just being a bitch today, because it wasn't.